How are you? How are you, Crispin? How was your day?
Um, I'm very well. And you, Fidel?
I'm very well too. Today in my work, I'm get out very early.
Early?
uh, Early. I
Uh,
get out of my work very early for this Friday. Normally, I get out of my ¿cómo es salir? Get out, no? Salir, go off. How I
yes,
say?
yes. Get out.
Get out of my work at 8 p.m. or sometimes I get out at 10 p.m. But today I get out at
10,
5 p.m. Was a great day, I think.
ah, eh, oh, interesting. Today,
Uh, how was your day, Crispin? Crispin, do you hear me? Crispin, do you hear me? Is your internet and or my internet?
yes, yes.
Never mind, Crispin. Let's
I think,
continue. Let's continue with this. Como se pueda, ¿no?
hello.
Okay, Crispin. I hear you. Do you have any topic for this meet?
For this meet, what do you think about
About about what, Crispin? Oh, oh, oh. Crispin is off.
Fidel?
Crispin, what? I don't hear you. The last part.
Yeah, okay. What do you think about pollution, our city?
Our pollution. Ah, okay. Our pollution, our city.
No, pollution.
Yeah, yes, contaminación, really?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. A moment, please. Medio ambiente is environment. Okay, yeah, okay. Uh, about the pollution, our city. For example, there are mm, mm, kinds of pollution, really. For example, pollution of water, pollution of the air, pollution of the sound pollution. For example, I think the sound pollution is important to control it because the consequence of the sound pollution become to the stress of the people. For example, I
Yeah.
hate when the drivers um, play the klaxon. How is it klaxon? Klaxon.
Like so.
What is klaxon? Bocina. Es bocina. Or the horn.
Speakers
No, the drivers. Los conductores.
and drivers. Claxon.
Okay.
Ah, sí.
I hate when the drivers play the klaxon, the horn, because it's very it's a sound ¿cómo le digo? I hate no hell. Yeah, it's a ugly sound, and I think this become to the people stressed. For this, I think is important the education about the use of the klaxon for the drivers. Uh, I read the rules of las reglas de tránsito of Peru, and is ¿qué es prohibido?
Mm.
Eh,
Providing.
Providing is forbidding
Providing.
play the klaxon. ¿Qué es klaxon? Klaxon.
I don't know.
Horn. Horn.
Claxon. Uh,
Horn. Is providing play the horn in the city. If you are in the road, in the highway, for example, in the highway Juliaca to Puno, you
yeah.
normally play the horn. It isn't forbidden, but in the center of the city of the town, it is forbidden. For this is a point very important for me. Control it really the pollution of sound. Another pollution of sound I know of I give knowledge is, for example, the sound of construction of build. Por ejemplo, los sonidos de las construcciones, ¿no?
Yes, sí, sí.
The sound of drill is very high. It's past the eight decibels that is permitted. Es permitido. Permitido. That is allowed normally, no, for every people. Another kind of pollution I'm interested to control it is, for example, when you're ¿qué es vecino?
Night war.
A neighbor. When your neighbor release it
Never.
or start a party at 1 p.m. It is a kind of pollution of sound. Well, Crispin, what is your opinion about uh, another kind of pollution in our city? I speak about the pollution of sound. Tell me.
Okay, Fidel, it's very nice. All right. Um, uh, in our city, the big problems is pollution. That's not our city. In other city too, in other country, in the worldwide.
Okay.
For example, in our city, uh, the big problem is pollution in the river Torococha. Do you know Torococha?
Yes.
River Torococha
Oof, is very contaminate this river.
is very pollution. No? It's very pollution. Uh, uh, I hear. I hear early after people they say the pollution early it was clean after clean, and then before is very pollution. There are full garbage and plastic, any things in the river Rio and river Torococha, no?
Okay, okay, yes.
Our authority does not they're not solution uh, our river Torococha. For example, the neighbor near Torococha, they also pollution the neighbor and the river Torococha. No?
Okay, okay.
Other pollution we have is in the river
Uh,
Cacachi, no?
okay, okay. That's
In the
for
river
the.
Cacachi, in the short river. Yes,
Okay.
yes. In the short river, many people were washing dress, washing car, or washing washing many things. Uh, Many people is pollution in the river, Maravillas, or in the river Cacachi.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, our authorities they should be solution uh, our our pollution, and because yeah, this generate many pollution in our city.
Okay. Crispin, I have a question. I don't know if the water of the river of Torococha arrived to the Titicaca, to the Lake Titicaca arrive, or this, or don't flow this water. I remember.
River Chorococha is passing for the center city,
Okay.
for Laguna Temporal,
Uh,
and then
and under the city, really under the city.
under the city, they there are canal, ¿no?
Yes, yes. Ah,
Hay un canal.
o sea, su flujo es
eh,
normal. Its flow is normally arrive to the lake Titicaca.
His flow is
Okay,
normally,
okay, good.
but it's very pollution, no?
Okay,
It's
I
very
I I
dirty.
have I have knowledge about the for example, Coata rivers, Cacachi rivers. This the
uh,
principal pollution about this river is the minerals of the mine, informal mine, really, por las
yes,
minas
yes,
informales.
informal mate.
Okay, uh,
Yes.
yes. For example, I remember I in my childhood I live it in the field. For example, I remember in the
Yeah.
river there were fishes, but I I go back, for example, five 5 or 7 years ago, and the river is dried, and there aren't uh, any fish. Uh, for this, I think another important to control it is the minerals of the mine, informal mines, really. For example, is dried don't only the rivers, is dried the fauna, uh,
Yes.
en consecuencia, is we lost the the fauna, la flora y la fauna, no, the animals and the plants.
Animals and the
About
plants. Yes, yes,
yes,
yes.
I remember. Do you have more information about this about the pollution of river? Uh, I I wanted
Or
to
river Quata,
another river, or I don't.
another river. The river Quata, the river Quata is to pollution and current. No, I see. I saw in the river Quata. This is river is flood in Lake Titicaca.
Okay,
And Lake
okay.
Titicaca in the short river. Many people are pollution, no? And then washing car or washing many things in the river in actuality. This is river is arrived Lake Titicaca. No,
Okay.
other pollution we have in our region is in Puno of the Bahia Lake Titicaca is all the Bahia is, for example, 1% is pollution in the
Ar-
Bahia
around
Titicaca.
around the lake.
There are the Lake Titicaca, and there are plants growing up. His name is plant lentejas. No?
Okay,
Is
okay.
growing.
Yes, yes.
Is color green. Do you saw
Yes, yes.
this plant
Uh, uh,
in the Bahia
is
of the
speaking.
lake?
Yes, yes. I saw. Uh, Crispy. For example,
Yeah,
speaking about the pollution around the lake of Titicaca, I remember in 2018. Yes, 2018, I participate in the we organize or release a organization with many. I think 100 people, 200 people to cleaning around the world. I think for the sound of Salcedo, we start to
yes.
cleaning. I remember I participated to cleaning, but había un japonés, a Japanese people arrived to the Puno to goals
Yeah.
to investigate and pretend to clean the lake of Titicaca with a solution with a additive. I remember. I don't know. No sé en qué quedó este proyecto, pero se estaba tratando de limpiar, ¿no? Is try to cleaning
Mm.
the lake. Eh,
Uh, uh,
Okay, I hear you. I hear you.
it's very yes, yes, yes. The pollution, this is problem in our city, you know. This pollution is exists in other country. For example, I remember I was watching documental and TV in continent Africa.
Okay, okay.
This continent is very pollution because uh, uh, the continent Europe, other continent America, North Americans,
Mhm.
they 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 taken the garbage to the continent of Africa.
Oh,
And continent Europe, different countries, they taken their garbage, and they are taken of uh, of of continent Africa. For example, they taken TV doesn't work, or cell phone doesn't work, or radio, uh, and many appliances uh, taken to continent Africa.
oh.
And then the people in continent Africa, they receive many appliances. They people fixing appliance doesn't work. No, for example, TV, lavador, washing,
Mm.
radio, and this is appliance very causing a very pollution in Africa. The people living very pollution is very boring for many people in this play in Africa. What do you think about pollution in other country, Fidel?
Uh, yes, is hmm, I uh, is you mentioned a date important. For example, send apparatus that don't work to the another continent or to the
Don't
another
doesn't work.
country.
No, don't work.
For example, when I work in a company, this company
Yeah,
bring many machines to the Holanda, to the USA,
yeah.
machines that don't work and lo traían como basura, ¿no? With the
Yes, yes, yes.
trash, and when these machines that don't work arrive to the Peru, they eran, por ejemplo, ¿cómo se dice contratar? Hire,
Contract.
contratar, hire, dice, hire, ya,
High or contract.
engage, engage. The
Engage.
company engage, for example,
Engage.
engineers, specialists, like engineer, mechanic engineers, ingenieros eléctricos, electricist engineers, to the repair, to the fix it, these machines. I think this is
Yeah.
a kind of business. For example, in Holanda or in USA is more, es más conveniente. It's much it's more convenient to buy new machine or new car or new apparatus, domestic apparatus, to fix it. This for this these countries send these apparatus
Yeah.
that don't work to the third world, o sea, a los países tercermundistas, ¿no? Como es de, de nosotros.
Yeah.
And this is, ¿qué se aprovecha? This is, yeah. This is available with the many companies like this I mentioned to earn many money, to earn some project. Ahí todo se resume en dinero, ¿no? About,
Yes, yes, yes.
for example, about the contamination, another kind of contamination that we can control it or es preocupante. Is worrisome to control it is the visual contamination or the visual pollution. For example, the only channel, the free only channel in the TV, I think is the channel 9 channel, Canal 9, Perú TV, creo. Do,
Yeah.
yes,
Yes.
for example, in this channel, I think it's very interesting the topics, the news. For example, before the the diet of Marco Aurelio hablaba temas
Yes,
interesantes.
yes, yes, yes.
I think this is the
Yes.
o sea, the only channel interesting for our society. Another channel is very only trash, I think. Well, speaking about this, how often do you watch the TV, Crispin?
um, for now, before no, uh, after I watching for example 1 hour in the morning, 2 hours in afternoon or in the evening. For now, after I don't watching and I'm I don't watching TV because sometimes when I important things, for example, soccer or others documentals, could be in this case. Now I watching YouTube different news or others topics. Such so.
Okay, okay. See, yes. For example, I my my mom gifted me a TV when I have 13, 13, 13 years. When I had really,
Yeah.
I think watch TV was very interesting. I think no, not very interesting. Eh, ¿Cómo se le quitar? Me quitaba tiempo, ¿no? Pero in this time, I think
Yes, yes, yes. Lost
that
time.
was very interesting. For example, I remember I watched Esto es guerra o combate, ¿no? Cuando estaba when I have in the school. But
Yes, yes, yes.
in this time, I have one teacher, one professor speak about some articles. How is the contamination, visual contamination, mediante las propagandas, mediante la televisión, ¿no? I research a little about this, and me di cuenta, ¿cómo se dice? Me di cuenta.
Búscalo.
Eh, I,
¿Qué dice?
I, me di- I, I released, for example, it was a kind of pollution, pollution of, por ejemplo, somos,
Of the mint?
¿cómo?
Pol Pollution of the mint?
Yeah, well, of the mind, no?
The mind,
Yes,
no? Of the mind.
yes. I think this is for this. I remember once I I off my TV. Hasta ahora nunca se prende esa televisión, ¿no? Ahí debe estar en la casa de mi mamá debe estar. Sí.
Doesn't work?
No, it's work, but I anymore
Ah, yeah, it's work.
on this apparatus. For this is important. What kind of information do you receive receive? Do you read? Do you hear? For example, it's important. I think it's important hear the news or hear another people, and you have you tienes que tener you that have your our position, tu propia opinión, ¿no? Our
Yes,
own
yes, yes, yes.
opinion is important. What another contamination or another pollution is the air. I don't have idea how we control it. This pollution, or what do you think about this, Crispin?
Okay, very nice. Right. TV. Many people watching TV and current. Most young people, no, young people, because young people is very it's most freely when it's most freely and when they are students, when they are high school or other young man is there are and in college, no? When the people young doesn't ¿cómo se dice? No se dan cuenta. Más o menos.
Don't release, don't release.
Los jóvenes aún no se dan.
No se dan.
Don't
Release, release, cuenta
release.
es release, don't release.
Don't release. Don't release in the situation current. For example, about economic, about education, and situation health and other situation and religious. As many people is following is following they decide they say that the TV journalists they people believe the journalists they say
No.
many things in this situation. What do you think about journalists?
Okay, I think is controlled with the con the medios. Medios de comunicación. With the well, is controlled with the medios de comunicación. For example, when there are disturbs of professor of teachers, huelgas de profesores for his salary, or when there are a movement important, una huelga importante, don't pass in the journal, in the news of these channels, of these companies of notice.
Yes.
Or why? Because I think is the current that these companies work with the government. For example, this show only that want showed. O sea, muestran solo lo que quieren mostrar, ¿no? Por
Yes, yes,
ejemplo,
yes.
about this, when in the pandemic, only died, only people sick showed, and every died
Yes, yes, yes.
that happened was for COVID. All is COVID. I think, for example, in the pandemic, there were people that died with another problem.